Hi everyone. I'm very sorry that I'm so late. Uh, yeah, it took a long time for me to set this up, like longer than I expected. So I'm very sorry for that. But I'm glad you're all here. I see a lot of people are already like in the chat room. So I'm very happy to see you all, guys. And I hope you're still having a good night, like you're enjoying yourselves while you were waiting. I'm very sorry for that, but thank you very much for your patience. Um, I'm just going to quickly summarize why we're here doing this. So recently, a friend of mine, as well as a friend of the community, Latasha Yancey, her house, her and her family's house burned down, which it's just devastating, and they lost everything, literally almost everything. So they had already set up their own fundraiser, and in order to raise a bit more money, I I decided with King Paimon to make a ritual for prosperity and growing and planting seeds. I'm saying it like the other way around now, but like um, how do you call it? Like front to backwards. Anyway, but that doesn't matter. So that's why I'm doing this, and everyone who has donated and who is taking part in this ritual, thank you very much. Also on behalf of Latasha and Teresa, I know they are very grateful to all of you. We have raised, from the top of my head, about 200. Let me check for a minute. I think it should say, I think it was 260 or something. It was really like impressive. Where is it? Hmm. Did it get removed? That's weird. I posted it on my Facebook, but I think it. Hmm. Hmm. How's that possible? Okay. Oh, I gotta check that, I guess. Ah. Anyway, I think it was about 240 something. Uh, so from the top of my head, and that's just really impressive. And I want to thank you all for doing this with me, and for helping my friends, of course, but also for being part of this ritual with King Paimon. And I hope you guys can see. It's a little tricky with the camera, how the camera placement. 252. Yeah, thank you, Corva. So I don't know why it's not showing up on my Facebook anymore. Maybe I can't see it. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I posted that on there, and yeah, it's really it's really shows what we can do, when we come together. Um, so I'm just gonna have a quick look at who's here. When I'm going to do the ritual, I will not be able to look at the chat, because that's just too distracting for me. I'm sorry, because I will have to focus on what's I'm gonna be doing here. Hey, this, let me see. Hellspine, hey. Thank you for your support. And Corva. Hi Rurik. Hi Astaroth, Nina, Friar, and Princess of Darkness, Andre, and Josh. So, and Darky Lucy. Hey, so yeah, it's this is gonna be big for me. Your support really it really showed, like, yeah, and I really appreciate it. And Latasha and Teresa really appreciate it too. They told me so many times. They keep telling me, like, they feel so they feel so loved by everyone who is doing this, and they're very very grateful for each and every donation. Some people donated a bit more than others, and um, that's, all of that is fine. No matter how much you donate, every little bit helps. So that's also a little bit of the gist of this ritual. So this is a ritual designed to bring growth and ultimately blossoming, but because this is such it's a lot of people are taking part in this ritual, so it's big, and so I'd like to address that. um, it is probably not as strong as a personal ritual, because that's just the expectation should be a little bit different, because there are many people in this, so there is possibly a bit less room for tailoring things. But I will leave that up to King Paimon to decide. He will know what each of you needs. And it's also the idea of every little bit helps. So, every bit of support helps. For the people who are participating in this, it's also a bit of every bit of growth helps. Every nudge in the right direction. So this will be either for people who already own a business, who already are working on something, possibly to nudge it in the right direction, to give some, having King Paimon give some suggestions, for your business to prosper. But also, it could be to help you find something that you enjoy doing, or to find a suitable job, like something that, because King Paimon is a spirit of creation. So helping someone find their passion and find their calling, that is something you could be really helpful with. And that is why the offerings for this ritual are fruits, and mostly berries. I'm trying to put this a little closer so you guys can see it. It's a bit dark. I'm sorry for that. Let me see. There's this whole plate. I got a bowl of berries, all sorts of berries. It's like a big bowl, so it's filled almost completely. Different kinds of berries and pears. It's what he asked for. Part of the reason he chose, he asked for fruits and berries in specific, is that because many people would be taking part in this, and berries carry a lot of seeds in them. So, and a fruit in general, not only does it provide a quick source of energy, the fleshy part of the fruits and the sugars, and the vitamins and everything. It provides a quick source of healthy energy. Um, but then, what's inside are the seeds. So, what with this ritual, what we're going to be doing, and this is going to take long. That I think so. Um, I will first dedicate all this, and then it's going to be sort of buried, like a buried, um, almost like in the soil, sort of, so that the fruits, the seeds will germinate and spring, like make roots, and for everyone to, no matter what stage you're in right now, if you're still looking for something, like looking for something to do, looking for something, where do you want to be in your life, what kind of, or if you are already doing something that you enjoy and you just want to spread it a little, like, that's the finding of the seed is finding your passion and finding your talent, something that you're good at, something that you can grow from, and then building a base for that, maybe having some ideas of how you can do what you can do with that talent, that would be forming the roots, and then at some point from that seed the little plant starts coming up. Maybe that's the part where you have made a few decisions, like what, maybe decided on how you're going to put your talents to use. And then as it grows and grows, at some time you start branching out, and you start blossoming, and at that point you will be sharing, you will be sharing with others. So that's like this, it becomes a whole cycle, and you may be produce, like you may be spreading seeds for others at that point too. So that's kind of the gist of this ritual, and it is intended for everyone, no matter what part of the tree stage that you're in, and just to give you a little nudge in the right direction, whether it is picking which seed to plant, or some direction of what sort of where to reach, like what sort of branches, where you want to grow your branches, things like that. So I think chances are that the outcome is going to be a little more subtle, because like I said, it's something, it's a group ritual, so that's that's just how that is. But as with any kind of like these crowdfunding things too, every little bit helps. So every little suggestion or nudge in the right direction, or maybe meeting the right person to, help you prosper, everything helps. So I'm going to get started. I did my explanation now, and I hope you'll just enjoy this. It's supposed to be nice, and I got this mirror right here. It does personify, like it does have a meaning, but I'm not sure what. I think this is something that King Paimon will be doing something with. So we'll see what that is. I followed his instructions on what he wanted me to do. And yeah, I'm gonna start knocking things over. That's how I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with knocking things over. Right. Trying to move carefully here because there's a lack of space behind me. So, okay. What I have done, if you can see, I have everyone's name written on papers here, but you cannot really see it very well because of the white background. But everyone's name is here. It's like spread around the dinner table. Over there on one end of on that end of the table, I have King Paimon's name because he's taking part too. Um, why not? And here's mine, and everyone else is just it's randomly put there. So I'm going to start by making a small offering to King Paimon first. These fruits, these are kind of, it's like the fruits are for everyone. So it's a little bit for King Paimon, of course, but they are also offerings to you as a way of saying thanks. I'm just, can you guys see everything? Or maybe I should just, if I make my computer screen a little lighter, maybe that helps. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I don't have much more light than this, but that's just, I will try to get back in the chat room soon. So thanks for everyone for being here. And this is new for me too. I've never done this on such a large scale. So, but it's gonna be good. That's for sure. Like, and even if it's just a tiny, even if it's just a tiny little bit of an effect, and like every little bit helps. So yeah, I'm getting ready. I have King Paimon's sigil underneath here. That's right here. I'll place him this way. I'm going to start with a little bit of blood. So that's in his personal glass. He has his own glass. I'm sorry if this looks a little nasty, but doesn't matter. And some beer. I poured it too fast. it looks nice. My blood mixing with the beer. Mm. It's an interesting artistic thing. It's kind of like blood in the snow. Yeah, I should show that to the camera. I can already sort of envision one big tree coming from all these seeds, and then the tree will produce fruits again and drop and produce new seeds. So it's like a gift that keeps on giving, like a cycle. I also before like there is a chance that because there are so many people in this, there is a chance that maybe King Paimon will choose to send another spirit to you. Maybe a spirit that works for him. So don't be surprised about that. We haven't officially started yet, so that's I can still talk about that. So yeah, don't be surprised if maybe he sends a spirit that works for him or another spirit that he trusts. Maybe a spirit that is better suited to help you, or just help because there's so many people. So probably he might use he might get some help. Um, I would definitely advise, like, all you guys need to do really is to allow King Paimon and his associates and allow him to to come in and be open to him and be open to his suggestions and to what he has planned, and trust him. So even if he gives advice that is a little weird, maybe trust him at that. He has your best interest in mind. So and at the same time, if you want to do something on your own for him, you are of course very welcome to do that, and I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Yeah, the beer is just very, very foamy, but see, look, like it has this weird that that red stuff is the blood ice. So that's just yeah, it's funny. Um, oh shit, a lot of foam. Sometimes I think he does that, like he's making it foamy like this. Um, just a few seconds. I need to wash my hands so that There's not gonna be like, blood all over the place. Sorry. This is not very elegant, but it's just the way it is. Try not to knock things over here. I'm very limited in space. I'm not going to be using my keyboard anyway, so just move that. Okay. This is for Paimon right here. I'm going to start with saying thanks for the food right here. I'll do that in my own way. It's a way to raise the vibrations. I washed it thoroughly, like trying to get rid of all the pesticides and stuff, because I believe that's just something you don't want as an offering to a spirit or to yourself. Just to make sure that the good vibes of this ritual will be sent not just upwards, not just up the like from here, but also downwards or backwards down the line from where these offerings came from. So that way everyone benefits just a little bit. So that's done. What I will do next is I'm going to pick each name and going to put it in a little bit of clay. I have some water and some clay. This is organic and it smells really good. So non-toxic clay. And I'm gonna try to build something out of this. I'm not a professional sculptor, so it's the idea that counts. We'll see what comes up and how it's gonna look. So I will try to keep in mind your privacy. So I won't name everyone's full names. So this is Warwick. I'll just use your first names, if that's okay with everyone. So the first one is Warwick. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Your name will be in this. It is now in this organic bit of clay right here. I have to fold the names a little for space, but that's okay. It's about the energy. And we will be making a crown for King Paimon this way, and everyone will have a little part in that crown, but also a way for King Paimon to remember all of you. The next one is Bonnie. And this is why it's gonna take a while. So I have to do this for every one of you. And this clay will dry by itself, so that's good. Next is Andre. Next is Stuart. this one is for JD. Also this clay. There's a reason, of course, it had to be of clay. Is that it represents the soil. This is for Milika. For Billy. I'll look at the live chat when this is done. Robert. Children. James. It's for kind of nice like that everyone there are no double names here. So if you're taking part in this and you're watching and your name is James, then this is for you for certain because there's no other James taking part in this. It's there's no double names, so that's why it works for, to just call the first names. I don't have to call out the family names. Okay. This is for Tila. Emerald. Teresa. Latasha. Sean. my dog is a bit noisy. Nina? Gabrielle? Corey? Tara? And then this one is for myself. And last but not least, of course, King Paimon. Of course, he's gonna take part in this for himself if he wants to. Spirits grow too, of course. It's not just humans that need that. So the next part is going to be the crown. And I don't know how to make that, but I'm just gonna get started. Just gonna put all these together. And it doesn't matter which part of the crown you have. I don't know who has which part. That should be fine. Because it's all crown. So maybe some will be part of the ornaments, or just gonna lay this out a little. If I can even make ornaments. This is actually going quite alright, I think. It's like a circle. I was getting a bit worried that not everyone would fit in the circle, but they do. It's like forming connections. This is possibly gonna be the most simple crown ever. Like, I really have to go with, what I can do. Because like I said, I'm not a professional sculptor, so if I can just get this thing round and have it look like a crown, I'm already happy. And then I can always make it prettier later on. I can always add some paint and some things, because this is going to take some time to dry. That's not something I'm gonna wait for during this ritual. That would be a bit ridiculous, but I can always, make it something more crown worthy at some later point in time. And so you guys who took part will always be in it. And even if the magic doesn't manifest right away, King Paimon will remember you. And he will know that you made a donation, and that you all did that out of the goodness of your hearts. because you wanted to help. So something I didn't think of is that I will have to move this crown at some point, and right now I don't know how I'm gonna do that because it's not very sturdy. So I might have to think of something, but I put something underneath for a moment. But that's gonna be okay. I'll find a way. So this crown also symbolizes not only King Paimon's crown, but it's also the crown of the trees. Reaching for your own crown, or creating your own crown, letting it grow. need to move around a little sometimes. My legs are starting to fall asleep almost. Right now, I'm just still working on making it stick together, making sure all the names are integrated. It really is like a group thing this way, and it's nice to have King Paimon be part of that group. Gotta ask King Paimon if he wants any ornaments. I don't think it actually matters. Should have put on some music. to smooth it, make it a little smooth over here, but doesn't really work, but that's okay. Sometimes if it's a little rough, that's kind of nice too. Gonna try something tricky here. Let's hope it will work. This is very, very delicate. I think usually for this I would have like copper wire or something, but there's none of that here, so I'm just gonna do it like this. That's just what it is. It looks like snake eyes from here, so that's good. getting somewhere. I didn't think that this would work, but it's working. So as this dries just a little, I'm going to get some cardboard to try and lift it from that blanket. So sorry for that. It'll just be like a minute or so. Just as well sit here. So, okay, here goes. I will have a look at the chat room later on, sorry. Just trying to focus on this. Fortunately, it's still it's flexible, but so it doesn't break yet. And after this, it's time for the meditation part. So we're not done yet. It's just making of the crown. There, that's a lot better. I guess this is big enough to fit on a king's head. See if I can show it to the camera what it looks like so far. This is not like, like I said, it's not, I'm not a professional sculptor, so, but it's something. Needs to get back the focus back. Looks like it's yeah, that's better. So I don't know if I should be adding anything to it. Sometimes it's just maybe just work on some weak spots. Now, like I said, I can always make it a little look like, make it a little prettier later on. The key part is that the base is made and all your names are in it. because the risk with things like this is if I add anything to it, it's gonna collapse, or because it's not a very strong structure yet. Yeah, done for now. There. So this is gonna be next part. I'm gonna ask King Paimon for some assistance on this. Doing it the right way, doing the energy work. This is like the, maybe this is the hardest part, I don't know. Let's move this up here. Okay. So I'm symbolically burying this fruit, all these fruits. Here, so that they can grow in the dark. And then let's see if I have to put the cardboard underneath, I think, or you can try again. See if it's loose enough. Okay, I'm gonna carefully do this. Putting the crown on top of these symbolically buried fruits. A little bit of dust. There was some dust on the cardboard, so it's going to be a little in a wavy form, but maybe that's okay, because there's an uneven, it sits on top of the fruits now. But maybe that's okay. That's just the way it is then. Wash my hands a little. Maybe it's kind of nice that it will take on the shape of the fruits. pants dirty. That's okay. So here goes. So I'm asking King Paimon to do his thing with me and to guide me in this. He is here for sure. Like I feel him. He's very, very strong. I'm asking him to guide me to do this right now and to help all these people reach their potential and to find their talents, to find their passion, and to fully put that to good use. To find their roots, to push upwards and expand and grow and blossom and spread their seeds, spread their fruits, share their fruits, so that others may blossom as well. And I'm also asking King Paimon to remember all these people, who donated, who took part in this, and to assist them. And as he rises, he will take everyone with him. As it's part of this ritual too, so he will pull everyone up even if it's just a bit. It's his crown, and you will all rise along with him. I'm seeing so many things, so I don't know how to describe that. Really, there's a lot going on. I see circles, and he's taking them in. Circles or balls in a circle form. he sort of takes off his crown and lets it go down and shares it with what's below. He's doing a lot of things, digging at roots. Could be that he's already working on some of you. I'm asking him if there's something that I have to do right now. I don't know if this mirror, this part of the mirror is a bit damaged, so I think he asked to rotate it. But yeah. The mirror might be part for self-reflection for the participants, I think. It's also something for him to take things in. Yeah, something along those lines. Could be many things. Maybe there are several reasons that he's asked me to do this, to add the mirror. So I'm asking if this is done now. If we're done. He says to bow. To bend or bow. I don't know if he. I can do that, but not sure if that's what he means. Right? I'll do that. I don't know how to. What exactly he means. I think he's asking me to, okay, to bow, to be vulnerable. It's hard to translate this to English. Maybe this is also something that he will ask of everyone who's taking part. So, to be vulnerable. Alright? This is this is the only way I can kind of bow for the crown like this. Yeah, like that. Something about bowing and empowerment of the roots of the trees that will come out. You have to reach down for that. Touching the roots. Okay, it is done. I touched the root. I bowed down to touch the root, to feed it, and make it blossom, like sending sort of flowers through my hands, something like that. And I just hope that this is this is all gonna make everyone's life, everyone who is here, all your lives just a little bit more beautiful. Yeah. So this is done now. Thank you very much, King Paimon, and thank you everyone else who is here. And thank you everyone who is watching. I'll see if I can move this a little bit. Just show you what it looks like this. You see, it's a little wobbly, but that is just because of the fruits. It's being shaped by the fruits, so which is, I guess it's kind of nice. So I will put this away when I'm done with the video. Now, okay, let me get back to the living world. For a second. See what's going on in the chat room. I'll try to catch up with everyone. Yeah, hail to the king, always. If you have any questions about King Paimon, you can ask them now if you want to. I think someone says about Mr. Zombie, for clay designs like this, it can be good to use some copper. Yeah, I could have done that, but it was all a bit of short notice, so that's just sometimes you have to work with what you have and what you can get. And yes, yeah, I have a dog. Usually he's just sleeping around here, but for today I decided to put him in his kennel, so he's not walking all over the place. Hey, Nikki. So yeah, I think this is done for now. I don't know if you got anything to ask. You can ask King Paimon right now if you want to. I'm definitely very interested in hearing from everyone who's participated. If you're noticing anything, any feedback, positive, negative things. I'm very curious how all of this is gonna go for you. Give it some time, because you are with many people here. So, and of course King Paimon can do a lot of things, but maybe I don't know how time works for him, but maybe for some of you it's gonna take some time before he gets to you. And I'm glad you enjoyed watching this. I'll probably maybe use some paint on this, like later on. Put a sigil on it, like in the crown, so that this will at some point the fruit will, of course, it will start to rot, and I think I can find a way to keep it this way, but at some point I think I will bury the seeds if they're ready, or one way or another put them in the ground, so this this crown will then be on its own, and it will remain here. And but it will have all your names in it, so that will always be um, it will be part of King Paimon's altar over here, but your names are attached to it too. They're like literally in it. So who knows? This maybe this ritual really isn't such a small thing. Maybe it's like something for the long run too. Um, yeah, like I said before in the beginning, be open like, to King Paimon's suggestions, to his where he may suggest you go, like where he pushes you or anything new that he may bring to you, and trust him. Trust him and trust those he sends to you. I know I probably sound like I'm drunk or something. I feel like I'm talking weird, but that's really that has to be the effect of the ritual because I'm drinking water here. So you can always comment like in the comment section. Um, I really do wonder if any of you like that mirror what that is. I don't know. I guess that's something to be revealed at some point, and I do wonder what you guys think of that. And maybe if someone saw something that I didn't see, or because I was busy making this. Yeah, I'm curious to hear about it. Thank you, Darky Lucy. Yeah, it's not my best pieces of artwork yet, but who knows? Maybe it's the start of something, and maybe it's going to get better when I paint it a little, work on it, add some things maybe. But what's most important for now is that the base is there with everyone's name in it, and the ritual's done. Ask me to do it. So, that's that done, and I'm going to call it a night. So, yeah, definitely let me know what your experiences are with all of this. And thanks everyone for watching, and again, thank you so much to everyone who joined in, who donated. It's very, very much appreciated. So, yeah, it's a kind of, a pay it forward kind of thing. So, it was very heartwarming. And I'm going to wish you all good night, and hope to see you again soon.